Okay. It's just not gonna work. I see. Okay, come here. IGTV story highlight. All of this is it doing it now? Tony, I'm trying to. Okay. Well, I'm about to quit in 2 seconds because I don't know how to make it do it. To make it go and do the. Huh?
To be live.
Make it go live. It won't go live on my story thing. Hi, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Wait.
We're just trying to get together. It's okay.
There.
It's okay.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
All right. Boom. Work out. Okay, let's move this down like this. Out the way. Like that right there.
Oh, man.
Okay, cool.
Everything is fine.
All right, yeah,
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Okay. Hey, you guys.
Hey, y'all.
What's up? First of all,
Woo.
happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month. Hey.
Except for, of course, we don't just celebrate it for 1 month. It is Black History 365.
365.
And that's on period. If you're here and you're living and you're being successful and you're doing what our ancestors paid for us to do, then guess what? You are Black History.
You are Black History.
Period. Big dot.
Every day, all day.
All day, every day. Period. Okay,
Period.
so, the conversation today is going to be one reflective of just that, reflective of our history, reflective of what we have to offer and what that looks like, okay?
Yeah.
And so today what we'll be discussing, what we'll be discussing today is unconditional self-acceptance.
Tell the people, who are you?
Radical self-acceptance. And we're going to do that by going ahead and introducing what that process looks like and things like that. We got some tips from you per usual. And we're just going to go ahead and get started.
Let them know who you are, just in case I have new people.
By the way, I'm Shekinah, aka Purpose Joy. Hey.
Hey y'all, I'm Allison, aka Killer Ensemble.
And welcome to Self-Care Saturday.
Self-Care Saturday. Self-Care Saturday.
Okay, the vibe is always there. And if this is your first time with us as well, again, this is all about self-care, about us growing and glowing together.
Yes.
Especially in this special month of self-love and appreciation for who we are and what makes us, us. So here we go. So first I want to talk about the concept again today. We're talking about radical self-care, radical self-acceptance, radical self-love. All those things are what we're talking about today, okay? And we want to start off by talking about what radical means. I mean, we've heard it before and things like that, but I just want to kind of give you guys a definition. So radical is relating to or affecting the fundamental nature of something far-reaching or thorough, okay? The key word you want to think about is thorough, all right? So we're talking about thorough self-love, thorough self-acceptance, thorough self-care. That's what we're talking about today.
All right. So we got radical down, you guys. Now we're going to do unconditional. So unconditional is an adjective meaning unlimited, unrestricted, unquestionable, no limits, all out, unconditional, unwavering. That's the definition of unconditional. And we're talking about having unwavering self-love and self-care and self-acceptance. Like nobody can change the way you feel about yourself.
Right, absolutely. And before we get started too, I want to kind of read this quote. Okay, it's by Audre Lorde, and it says, caring for myself is not self-indulgence. It is self-preservation, okay? Self-preservation. And that is an act of political warfare. She says that self-care and self-love as an African-American in this world is an act of political warfare, y'all. So if you just kind of think about it and reflect on it, if you want to be a revolutionary, you take care of yourself, okay? And that's what this conversation is about today. At the end of the day, we have to make sure that we are taking care of us, that we are doing the things necessary to develop ourselves mentally, spiritually, and emotionally.
Yes.
And if we don't do those things, we can't affect change like we want to. We can't affect growth in the people behind us like we want to, unless we are willing to do what we need to do to take care of ourselves.
Yes.
So per usual, we got some tips and things we want to share with you. And hopefully when we get done with this session today, you'll be able to walk through whatever trials and tribulations that life has to offer. Literally being who you are in this world. And you'll be able to say, you know what? I got it because I have radical self-acceptance and I have radical self-love. Okay?
Yes.
So boom.
Yes.
Let's get started.
Let's dig right in, you guys.
All right. So the first thing we want to talk about is letting go of shame.
Let it go.
All right. One of the number one keys to radical self-acceptance and radical self-love is letting go of the shame. All right.
Let it go.
And you might be saying, what does that mean? Like, letting go of shame? What is that? Like, let it, huh? Okay. What is it? What is
what
it?
You mean?
What do you mean? All right. So when I'm talking about letting go of shame, it means letting go of those things that kind of rob you of you being able to love on yourself like you're supposed to. Maybe you did something wrong. Maybe you did something that made you feel guilty about yourself. Or maybe there's like the people that try to inflict things on you.
Right.
I know sometimes
like people put shame on you.
Right. Sometimes you can maybe not feel as bad about a situation or whatever the case, but somebody else next to you might be like, you ain't this and you ain't that and you did this. if you have whatever you went through, it was meant for you, okay? Those situations, negative situations, even mistakes that you made, you can't get mad at that stuff because it created who you are now. You know, you have to make sure that you understand that at the end of the day, there is no purpose in the shame besides limiting who you have the potential to be. That's the whole goal of shame, the whole idea of it. That negative self-talk is trying to limit who you can be. Mm-hmm. And so you have to be responsible enough and know, all right, separate myself from that so I can build on who is next, build on who I'm supposed to be.
Come on.
You know?
That is so good. Let go of the shame. Let go of, you know, feeling guilty for things. Like that does not serve you in any positive way at all.
Right.
Like, let go of being in that place like I coulda, woulda, shoulda, or I could have been better, I could have done better. Like, no, like you experienced that in that moment in your life or at that point, the way you did. It was supposed to happen that way. Things are supposed to play out the way they did because that's just who you were in that moment in time. I was listening to a sermon or watching a quote or something. It was about you can't hate the person that you were in the past and love the person who you are in the future. I'm gonna say it one more time. You can't hate the person who you were in your past and love the person who you are in the present. Meaning, like, I can't hate Allison from 2012 or 2013, 2014, because that's who I was at that time. Mm-hmm. And I operated in the mind frame and in the environment at that time and what was going on.
Right.
So what I did then, the mistakes I made, you know, the guys I dated, or you know, the hiccups that I did at that moment were me at that moment. And it helped me along my journey to who I am now, Allison in 2021. And I can't say, oh, she was stupid, she was crazy. No, she was, that's what she was at that moment in time. And I've grown and learned and like, wow, I went through this, I went through that, and it helped me to be who I am today. So, you know, like you learn and grow. You can't just you can't sit on shame and negativity because it don't serve you in a positive way. You learn and grow from that. You're like, you know what? I'm going to give myself some grace. Right. I'm going to give myself some grace from that. Like, you know, I only knew what I knew then. I know better now. It's okay.
Yeah.
Give yourself some grace and move forward and enjoy who you are now.
Right. And that's all there is to it. At the end of the day, literally all you need to do is separate yourself and understand I did what I did based off of what I knew.
Right.
What I know better,
right.
I do better. And
correct.
That's just it. Like, let go of the guilt, let go of the shame, embrace who you are now. All those things, whether you realize or not, they're adding to your purpose. They're adding value to who you are. The wisdom that you obtain from those situations can help the next person, help friends, family members, younger nieces, nephews, children even, and things like that. Yeah. So like, embrace those things. Separate yourself from shame. And stay away from people who try to leave you in that shame too. Stay away from them. Right. If they keep trying to remind you, right. If they keep trying to remind you of things from like 2012, like you were saying, 2013, you weren't even saying, you're a totally different person now.
Completely.
You know? So don't
completely different. Completely.
Right. Don't let those people limit you. Like, let that, like, no, okay, yeah, that's what happened then, but I'm not even the same person now.
Right.
So
the two people are different. Like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did this, but I don't do that now. I'm not that person now.
Embrace those people who encourage that person. Yes. Embrace those people who encourage you. Embrace those people who encourage the new development in you. You see what I'm saying?
Embrace the people who encourage the new you. The you right now.
Yeah.
Not you back then. The you right now. Don't be with the people like, you remember when you did this, you do that, you was thinking that way? Nah, bro. Like, it was cool for then, but you know, I'm better now. I know about self-love, self-care. I got boundaries. Like, it's just not me no more. You know, embrace the person who I am right now. Like, this is who I am in this moment in time. Like, let's stay in the present.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. So we got point number one.
Right.
Release the shame.
Release the
shame.
Go. Release the shame. Just let it go. Just let it go.
Be free. Okay.
Shake it off.
I'm gonna hit this mic like 3 times.
It's okay.
My bad, Tony. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
My bad. All right. So boom. All right. Embrace it. Let it go. Release the shame. Embrace yourself. Embracing you. That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, and it ties right into the releasing the shame.
It does.
Accept all parts of you. Accept and embrace all parts of who you are. Every single part. From your hiccups to the awkward way that you talk. I have these things, it's several things, like a list. I talk too fast sometimes. I get excited. I just start rambling. It's a mess. Then another thing is I stutter. Like if I get really, really nervous, I'll start to stutter. I don't know. I do awkward things. It's all these things, you know, and I can look at them and say, like, these are things that are wrong with me. I can do that.
Right.
But nah, but wait. Like,
I can be the same way.
Yeah.
I can be the same way. Like, girl, you talk so country.
Yeah.
A girl, like, you're doing too much. Like, pipe down. And it's like, well, you know what? That's who I am. Like,
Yeah.
I can't change that. I'm giddy. I'm girly. I can do the most, or I can just not. I can be nonchalant and don't care about anything. Like,
right.
It's just who I am.
Like,
And
that's just a part
that's
of you.
just a part
and
of
the
me.
beauty of it is that those parts, all those different pieces, make up a beautiful, phenomenal person. I can say that definitely about you. A beautiful, phenomenal person, and things like that. Like, I mean, like, at the end of the day, all those parts not only are making up you and making up what makes you, but like in your insecurities and in those things or inconsistencies or whatever, they're allowing you to build strengths. They're allowing you to figure out, to learn different things about you, figure out something else that you need to challenge. Maybe time management isn't your thing. Maybe you be late all the time. Well, now here's a new challenge for you to try to grow and glow and be a better version of yourself. And I think that if we can kind of like not be so hard on ourselves again, show ourselves some grace, and accept all parts of us, even the parts that we sometimes don't like, even the parts that make us angry or feel a little low about ourselves. If we start to embrace that stuff, we can turn into strengths. We can turn into areas of opportunity. You guys. All that stuff, especially like even when I'm thinking about like self-care and the whole concept of self-care. Self-care, this whole thing, all of this whole premise, all of this came about because I realized this was the area that I needed to work on. I needed to build my confidence. I needed to build my idea of what taking care of myself looked like. I needed to do that. And so then this is how all of this started. So like understanding that in your weaknesses, in those things that you're weak about, come out these amazing strengths. And you don't know how to do that, or you won't be able to discover that until you accept all parts of yourself.
Yes. Like, I'm just the amen corner right now because I truly agree and believe to what you're saying. Like, we gotta accept all parts of ourselves, our ups, our downs, our mishaps, everything. And that's kind of something that I struggle with. A lot of times I'm very hard on myself, and I think I should get things right on the first try. And I'm such a determined person. Like, if I don't get it the first time, or if I like fall down, I'm like, dang, Allison, like, you're supposed to be better than that. Like, you're supposed to get it done. Like, you're that person that gets it done, and you accomplish things, and you make A's the first time, or whatever, or B's, whatever. And it's like, Allison, give yourself some grace. Like, you're in a new season in life. It's a new environment. It's you've never been this place. So you can only take what you know now and go forward. Like, it's okay.
Pause real quick. Let me congratulate my best friend real fast. So in my phone, she has been Dr. Johnston for a long time. And so you probably been Dr. Johnston in my phone for maybe about a year.
Oh, wow.
But as of January 19th?
I think so.
As of January 19th, sis really is on the road to becoming Dr. Johnston. She is currently in PT school to get her doctorate in physical therapy. Baby girl is getting it, and she's handling it very well. I thought I was gonna lose her for Purpose Joy. I did. I thought she was gonna hop and skip and leave me because she had to go pursue greatness. But she's made the time. Oh my God, she made the time to come and still participate, so I appreciate it greatly. But she is really handling it well. She's handling stress well. She's going and knocking this stuff out. And I could not be prouder of baby girl and Dr. Johnston coming into fruition.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you. But anyway, back to what we're talking about.
So, but that's right on my time, because this week has been very stressful for me. Like, I've had 2 exams, and it's my first time like being in PT school. I'm like, dang it, oh my God, like, this is hard. And it's like, well, Allison, give yourself grace. Like, you're not going to always be on top. You're not going to always be in that place. And you just take what you know now and move forward and learn and grow. Like, it's okay. Like, we all struggle in different areas of our lives. So, like, you got to embrace those hiccups and those moments of time. Like, you're like, dang, I'm just not okay, but I'm going to do better. Like, I'm going through it. Like, I'm very stressed, but it's okay, because I can practice my self-love. I can love all parts of me and move forward and be like, you know what? I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to love myself and all the things that come with being who I am. So,
we always want to remember, I think it's beautiful that in these times, you don't know how amazing you are until you put yourself in them situations to see. You don't know. Like, if you were scared of everything, you never tried anything, you never know what it feel like. If you were still afraid of school, or you were afraid to go and try this, you would never know
rejection.
What it felt like. Yeah, you would never know what it felt like to go and conquer that battle. And so, like, I think that a lot of us have to remember that it's not about, you getting to a certain point and everything being easy and you accomplish something the first try. It's about you being able to test yourself, test your limits, because what's going to happen at the end of it, you're going to reach another plateau. Like, you're going to be like, dang, I really honestly did that. Like, I did that. Yes. And it's going to be a glorious day. We're going to be turning. I'm going to have signs everywhere.
Anyway,
So number one, again, let's review again.
Right.
Number one is
Release.
all about releasing the
Releasing
shame,
the shame.
letting it go, embracing the best versions of who you are,
Yes.
and really just releasing anything inhibiting you from thinking of yourself in that light, thinking of yourself in the best version.
Right, right.
Number two is accepting all parts of yourself.
All of you.
So even if you made a mistake, even
Yes.
if you did something wrong, just
Yes.
accept all of that stuff. Like, all that makes you you, and you are amazing. You're phenomenal. You're lit. Every piece of those little puzzles, they make up this amazing person. And so you want to make sure that you're embracing all parts of that. Embrace that.
Embrace it. You are smart. You are beautiful. Shoot, you in your bag.
Period.
You doing your thing.
We be seeing, I don't know if it's been for you, but for me, my timeline, like on Instagram and Facebook, everything like that.
Mine too.
Congratulations.
Right. Congratulations.
Good job.
You done opened a business. You done got this, you got that.
It's been lit, and it's so beautiful to see all these people just pursuing purpose and pursuing who they are and tapping into new versions of themselves. And y'all are doing an awesome job. So kudos to you.
Kudos.
You accept all parts, okay?
All of you.
You accept all those parts.
Of it. The highs and the lows. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Accept all of it.
Yeah, and continue to embrace yourself, y'all. Continue to do it. Y'all lit. So anyway.
Right.
That brings me to my last
one.
Unfortunately, you know.
The last one.
We try, we be a little sad sometimes when the last one comes.
The last one.
But this part is, I think, the most important part. And I think if we, especially in the African American culture, continue to do this, we would be on another level, period. Okay.
Yes.
If we would start to take keys from the past, to help us navigate our future and unlock our full potential.
All right.
Story time. Boom. All right. So my father's side of my family, or my father's side, they're all from the Dominican Republic. And my grandmother, she was the first one. She brought the family over here. So she had recently got divorced, and then she had 3 kids and things like that, or 2 kids at the time. And so she basically packed up all her stuff, and she was like, I need to make a better life for my family. Wow. And she moved from the Dominican Republic to America by herself.
That's brave in itself.
That by itself.
Yeah.
On her back, she was able to bring over my whole entire family to this country. And then she was lived to see 5 generations. She passed away August, I believe, maybe 13th or something like that. She was 103 years old when she, not 103, 101 years old when she passed.
She was 100 and something.
Right, she was 101 years old when she passed. But the fact is that she was able to see 5 generations on her back, and that's in my blood. You see what I'm saying? Wow. That's the type of stuff that's running my veins. Then on the flip side, of my mom's side of the family, her grandfather built their house that they grew up in with his bare hands. And then her father, the house that her immediate family grew up in, he built that house with his bare hands. And the house is still here in West End to this day. It's still standing. And that's the type of stuff that I have.
That is amazing.
Right, it's lit. But the thing is, if you don't tap into your own history, you won't know how powerful you are. Like, it's other people behind you that have already paved the way for your greatness, whether you realize it or not. And we can, like, you know, in this month, we commemorate a lot of different people. We say congratulations for amazing people who have done game-changing things in history. But look in your own backyard. Look at your own tree.
Right.
And I'm sure you will find people who really just changed the game for your family, made it possible for your family, made it possible for you to be in the position that you are right now. And that is across any race or any group or any group. You can go back and see any, like, a grandmother, grandfather, family members, or whomever who sacrificed something for you to be in the space that you're in right now. And it's like paying tribute to that and understanding that that's what type of blood runs through your veins.
Come on.
It gives you another type of power. Like, I don't know how thinking about those type of things make me feel like I gotta get this done because I have those type of people. You see what I'm saying? Behind me. Thinking about what people had to go through and situations that they had to face and were successful anyway. That type of stuff is on my, you know what I'm saying? That's what's in my blood. That's what's in my veins. That's what's motivating. And it should be something to where when you tap into your history and tap into all of those different parts that make up who you are, like from the back end here, like, that's a whole other level of self-care. Like, that's a whole, like, your identity is discovered when you understand who's behind you, you know?
That is so good. When you know the blood is in your veins, like, did things and paved the way and just set a mark on the place that they were at, the place they were at that time. Like, the things they did. Man, raise the bar to a whole nother level.
Right.
And then that gives you more energy to accomplish your goals.
Right.
And set a new path for the people that are coming behind you.
Right.
Because we're going to get old one day. We're going to be mothers and grandmothers and be like, you know, just older. And you'll be like, wow, I did this so they can do even more.
Right.
I did my part so they can build upon that, like generational wealth, generational progress and just love and prosperity of your lineage. Like that is amazing.
Right.
That is amazing. And when you know that, like, I come from greatness
Mm-hmm.
and I have royal blood. Oh yeah, I am gonna get it done. I am gonna accomplish my goals.
Right.
I can do this. I know I can.
Right.
My grandmother and my great grandmother will want me to do it.
Right.
Like it's
inevitable.
It's inevitable. It's
Yeah.
the blood in the veins for me.
Yeah.
It's the blood in the veins. It's the royalty.
Right.
in the blood in your veins for me. Like that's amazing. I love that.
The trick part about it though is that if you don't know though, somebody else can convince you otherwise. Somebody else can convince you that that's not you, that you don't have that type of energy, that you don't have that type of that type of blood run through your veins. You don't have that type of purpose on your life if you don't know yourself. And that's why it's so important that you figure it out yourself. You do whatever research is necessary. You talk to family members if they're still around. You figure out what it is that made you, that added value to who you are, what genes you have inside of you. And then I promise you'll find something somewhere that you can be proud of. Something somewhere that you can think of that will pull you up when you're feeling kind of low. You see what I'm saying? And I think that if we take a time, more so as a culture, as a group, if we take a time to really invest in learning about who invested in us, you see what I'm saying? Really understand what type of sacrifices were made for us. We will understand why it is imperative that we go and try everything, that we go and pursue whatever, that we don't hear the word no, that we keep pushing till we get a yes.
Come on.
And we keep making sure that we're pouring into the people after us because somebody else took their time and did that for us to be sitting in these seats.
Yes.
So girl,
yes.
I can go on and on about that. That could be a whole 30-minute conversation by itself.
You guys.
But I need you to understand and know.
You gotta know where you come from so you can go forward.
Right. You got royalty in your veins. You see what I'm saying?
And don't let nobody tell you different.
That's it.
Don't let nobody tell you different. Like, be unconditional about it, unwavering. Like, nah, bro. I am going to accomplish my goals. I am going to do this.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother, my great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother and grandfather need me to accomplish this. They need me to do this because they paved the way. And I got to keep paving. Yeah. Like, that's it.
There's this saying that goes around, and I've heard it in like poems. My homeboy William, actually, he wrote a poem about this at one point too. But it's like I'm the grandchild, or I'm the descendant of the slaves they couldn't kill. You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
So think about that. Think about the fact that, let's just marinate on that for a second. Run
that back, Quavo. Run that back.
You're just descendant of the slaves they couldn't kill.
So that means they couldn't kill.
The ones they couldn't get rid of, the ones they tried to get rid of, fam, and you didn't go nowhere. You're still here. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That alone in itself, we could pack up the whole thing and we could leave. You know
right. That's it.
That's it. Itself, you need to understand that at the end of the day, there's something royal about you every day.
Yes.
Every time you walk around, whatever endeavors you take on, there's something royal about you. And hold on to that royalty. They'll try to trick you otherwise, but hold on to that royalty.
Hold on to it.
Know what you got in you, you know?
Hold on to it. Your life.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the food.
That's put a bow on and ship it off. It's done.
We good.
Like,
that's
radical acceptance in a nutshell, you guys.
There we go.
Like, that's it.
Radical acceptance, radical self-care.
Knowing who you are.
Yeah. So do you have any closing remarks, Allie?
You know what?
Allie, go back.
I like when you do that.
Dr. Swanson, do you have any closing remarks?
I really don't, but just know that you are great. You have greatness inside of you. Like, there are gifts that lie in your brain, in your genetic makeup, that need to be released on this earth. And you have to tap into that.
Yeah.
Like, you have to tap into that and know, like, your grandmother, your great-grandmother are waiting for you to tap into it and release it to the world, because you come from greatness, you come from royalty, and know that can't nobody tell you different. That's the bottom line, period.
Yeah.
So.
What I want to say, you guys, is we'll spend a lot of time in social media. Everything else will tell us that we need to look a certain way, act a certain way, be a certain way, or whatever the case. But I wanted to remind you, please hear me when I say this. Hear the sincerity in my heart when I say that you already got it. Like, you already got it. People behind you put it in you. You see what I'm saying? There are all type of influences around you that are telling you every day, or showing you every day, that you already have it. You are the one that everybody else wants to be like. You're the one that everybody else wants to look like. You're the one that everybody else wants to try to emulate and act. That we are the secret sauce. Like, legit, the secret sauce is you.
Bam.
That's it. And the more authentic you become, the more true to yourself to become, the stronger the sauce is. The more you get dedicated to figuring out who you are and accepting all parts of you and letting go of shame of past situations or past mess ups, that's the stronger this power, that thing you will get. You see what I'm saying? So you take your time. You do what you need to do. You level up on everybody around you and continue to influence yourself. Pour into yourself. Love on yourself. Radically.
Love on yourself.
Regardless of what nobody else says or anything like that. Radically accept and love yourself. And watch the game change. Watch it.
Watch it.
Okay.
Watch the game change. It's gonna be a wrap. Like
it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be crazy. My mind is exploding. It's ridiculous. Amazing. But anyway, so that's
that's the swoop.
That's it right there.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, hey y'all. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
Thank you for the love and stuff.
Yes.
Heart emojis and the thumbs up.
Heart emojis.
Heart emojis and thumbs up. Okay. But anyway, so that's the swoop. That's the end of this. It's been real. We'll catch you on the next
Self-Care Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't already, please
check it out.
Check out the Self-Care Minutes devotional.
Yes.
You can purchase it on purposejoy.org.
Yes.
It is a series of different prompts and reflection. There's a space here for reflection, okay? All that good jazz. A great tool, okay, to get into that self-care bag. 60 pages worth of just great material. Okay. Yes. All right. But that's all we have for today.
Yeah, that's all we have.
Shameless plug,
That's it.
This was Dr. Johnston here, okay, with us today. And I am Shekinah Lee of
This is Dr. Lee.
Period. Big Dr.
Dr. Lee in the making now. Y'all don't sleep on her.
We're on the way. It's
No.
on the way. But anyway,
right here. Dr. Lee.
We'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, thank you for tuning in for Self-Care Saturday.
Hey.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.